Hello and welcome to the first lesson of our Python course. Today I'm going to be explaining what Python is and its uses. I'm also going to be talking about Python syntax and Python comments. So let's get started. First off, what is Python? Python is a programming language created by Guido van Rossum in 1991. Python was designed for server development, mathematics, system scripting, and data management. Python was designed for readability and has similarities to the English language. So let's talk a little bit about Python syntax. Python, like any other coding language, has a unique syntax. Like said in the slideshow before, it was designed for readability and is similar to the English language. So one of the key features is to complete a command, instead of using parentheses or semicolons, you create a new line. So for example, if I go here and in other coding languages, I might have ended this with a semicolon or a parentheses, but instead I just used a new line to say that we're creating a new command. So today we're mostly going to be focusing in terms of command on the print feature, which allows you to create a text. And the way it works is you write the words print, then you put a parentheses, a quotation mark, and then you write whatever you want to say. And you put another quotation mark and a parentheses. Now when I press run, it'll give the text. Now when writing text in Python, in order to create multiple lines of text, you have to create another command in a following line. So if I wanted this to be hello on one line and world in another line, I would instead do and then put world in the next line of code. Sorry. There we see. Now another very important part of Python syntax is indentation. Indentation in other languages is usually just used for readability, but in Python it is very important and is used to indicate blocks of code. Indentation will become more important as we go through the course and in the later lessons. For now, I will give an example of an if-else statement. Okay. So I took if 6 is greater than 4, print yes. You see now that if we have that indentation in the block of code, it will work. But what if I put if 10 is less than 15, print true. It gives an error because we don't have that indentation there. So it doesn't recognize the block of code. Now, The amount of spaces you use in an indentation doesn't matter. Or some people prefer to use four, others prefer to use one, as long as you have it. I think the safest option is to use one, because as you can see, sometimes it can cause errors. But as you can see, this one works as well as this one. So another thing we're going to be talking about is commons. Python comments are used mostly to explain code, and when the Python is read, it, when the code is read, Python ignores it. So I could say the Python reads this and understands this, but in order to create a comment, you would put a hashtag, and then you would type whatever you wanted to use. And the Python ignores it. Now, just like if you want to create a multi if you want to create multiple lines of text, if you want to create a multi-line comment, you have to again write another line of code with the same um, hashtag and then text. See, all these comments are ignored because they're not read by the code. So this text won't appear on the screen. It's just used to explain it. Now, what we're going to try to do today is just write mostly a line of text. So it's going to be 5 lines long, and it could just be a short paragraph about you. So I can write mine. So we're going to be using the print command. Obviously, we write print. We put our parentheses, our quotation mark, whatever we want to say. Then we put another quotation mark in our other parentheses. And we're going to write 5 lines of this. So And then we have our 5 lines of text, simple as that. We can run this. And there we have it. Now the next thing I want you to do is write a 2-line comment and about what you want to be when you grow up. So or it can be about anything you like. That's just a suggestion. So obviously, you have our hashtag in there. So, and then it's as simple as that. The Python will ignore the comments I made. And that's all for today. I'm very excited to see what projects you can make. And I can't wait to see you next week. Bye. Have a nice week.